something that's like so
Kai.
like you can't even
Ni kama ile time unajua mimi nikiwa mtaa nikiuliza mabeshte zangu guys what should we eat me I'm expecting for them to say chapodondo ama tununue surwa you know alafu mtu mmoja atokea hapo aseme ama tununue KFC sasa my fear is always we ask the quiet person aseme anataka chicken nini ama KFC
and you're out of budget.
Are you sure?
I don't want to deal with that because anaweza muangalia design ya wewe uko sawa kweli kijana
Acha tuongee kiasi.
Mimi naweza mpiga kofi nimwambie nyamaza hizi idea unatoa.
Hey, but then now the problem is now the other spectrum where now they order something that's so out of
pocket.
Out of pocket, or maybe even something that doesn't even taste well.
Okay. I want stew, whatever. Hey, sasa nisaidie uji imekwa mint. What do you even do?
Uji power.
Uji power, but I've never tried that thing. I should do something about it.
What's usually the appeal?
Uji power. I think it has a lot of things inside. Kuna sijui ndimu, sijui kuna
Imekuwa vitu mob.
Yeah, a lot of things inside.
Kuna several things inside.
Yeah, so that's why people prefer it.
So guys, we are live on TikTok. We're live on TikTok.
Live.
On YouTube. Actually, we've been live for like 5 minutes now, if I'm not wrong. So welcome, guys, to another test stream for Mtoto News. Of course, we're doing a total stream. And of course, it's a test stream. So we want to know what you guys would want us to talk about when we officially launch it. But I'm seeing the chat. The chat. Kai watu wanadhania sina akili. By then niko na akili nyingi.
Akili ever since speed came.
Left
the nini.
I swear, man.
You know how like people have I think we have like a brain rot problem. Like people back then used to think linearly. Like from you look at people like Plato, Socrates.
Yeah. We came from like people who are more of to speed.
But they no hate to speed, man.
No hate. Speed is awesome. Yeah, but anyway, guys, awesome. I'm seeing the chat is pulling in. M's in the chat, guys. M from Mtoto News, and of course for Magnificent. I'm seeing Tiara is here, and she is already liking the live. Hi, Tiara. She's saying hi, Omar. Was good, Tiara. That's Amara. She's actually fantastic. Karibu sana 2Z live. And then, of course, we're having a lot of people who are popping in. Thank you so much for joining the live. Let's keep coming. Let's keep joining. I'm seeing alltwati.kent456 is joining us from Narok County.
Yeah.
Narok County.
Amazing.
I wish I knew how to say hi in Narok ni Masai.
Yeah, Masai.
Narok is Masai. How do you say? Ero. It's Ero.
Wait, I am not qualified. Do not involve me.
Ero.
Erosuba.
But anyway, I don't want to butcher that language. Of course, Oltuati Karibu Sana. Of course, I'm seeing KH is here. Khadija bint Khuwailid or bint Rashid is joining us, of course, for this day, for today's stream. Karibu Sana. Meshak has joined the live, of course. Karibu Sana. Karibu sana. Guy, wow. Karibu sana bwana. Welcome to the stream, and of course M's in the chat. Oltuate ametuambia ni Suba. You say hi by saying Suba. So Suba.
Nice.
Suba. Suba, of course. And that's how we are doing it. So guys, the live today, I can see it is quite smooth. Let me open the door so that it can be as smooth as possible. But I'm seeing it's not lagging like the way because like I said, this is a test stream. Yeah. This is a test stream. We have not launched the Mtoto News stream yet. So we are trying to ensure that we are removing all the kinks and just all the things in zinafanya stream lag. And of course today we have an amazing conversation. Just stick around to that. Tiara is just laughing at me because of saying Shana. I Kai, but ni sawa tu haina shida. But of course we are here and we are yet to start an amazing conversation. Just seeing a lot of people joining in. Karibu sana chat. Karibu sana chat. You can also gift us, by the way, if you want. Unajua nasikia ukipewa inaitwa Galaxy. Ukipewa Galaxy iko na niliambiwa ni 38k. Hiyo ni pesa mingi sana. By the way, mnaweza tu tufungulie weekend.
Friday.
Unajua kwanza leo ni Friday.
Yeah, today's on Friday.
A very easy day. Mkiweza nifungulia weekend yangu tu hivyo.
Acha complain.
Mimi siwezi complain, by then itashukuru sana.
Welcome, by the way.
All welcome. And I'm seeing at least today the live is a bit smoother, and at least I hang kama venye imekuwa ikihang for the past few days. So join in the conversation. Today we are talking about something interesting. So if you've been in the socials, by the way, you will notice that several countries actually, and I'm speaking about European countries, specifically people like the European countries from the European Union. And of course, this all started from a country in the south, that is Australia. It's our 7th continent, if I'm not wrong. It's also is it considered a continent?
It's a continent.
Holy guy, how is okay, sorry, but anyway, my Australia people, much love. But yeah, so this trend started with Australia. Someone is closing the door. Calvin, mwambie usifunge ndo si lag. Yeah, just leave it open like this. Yeah. Yes, we are live. We are live. Just leave it open like this. Yeah, but it's fine. Yeah. So I mean, of course, we have. I was talking about Australia. Australia, what they did is they said that no one under the age of 16 anafaa kuwe kwa the social media platforms. Na venye waliamua ni waliamka tu siku moja wakasema, oya, tumekata.
Damn.
And that's what happened.
Yeah.
And that's what happened. You know, the kids, they're 16 and under, you can't access any social media platform, and you can't be part of even getting a digital device is an issue as well. And this has been a topic of conversation. And recently, even some of the European countries are trying their best to ensure that they're following the same footsteps. They're saying children 16 and under, sometimes even 15, sometimes even 17. Basically, they're just trying to ensure that anyone who's classified as a child based on the majority in that country, you are not supposed to access a digital device. In Kenya, I don't think there's a specific law on the time. I just know there's the platforms. Kama TikTok wanasema wezi ingia ukiwa 13 and below.
Yeah.
But in Kenya, I don't think we have a standard we don't have a standard law. Ya kusema mtu yote mwenye ako 15 and under, no social media. I don't think we have that. But of course, I know there are legal experts in the room. So if you are a legal expert, tuambie and stuff. But yeah, we're having that discussion today here with the amazing people. And of course, they're going to introduce themselves so that we can start the chat. We can start the stream officially. But of course, my name is Gombo6, and we are starting the Mtoto new stream. Let me give my people to introduce themselves. Yes, Kabater.
Hey guys, my name is Kabata. Nice to meet you all. I'm ready to have this conversation.
That is Kabater. Pale kwa chat, you just tell me how you can spell Kabater, all right?
You know, I used to see those things in the dictionary. Is that E which is shaped? I don't know how.
Or the E that has a line up. How do you pronounce that? But anyway.
Yeah.
And then we have Eric Karaoke.
Yeah.
Or
so
karaoke.
Hey guys, my name is Eric.
Yes.
Mr. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. Yeah.
Oh, unajua tu obviously angejiintroduce hivyo. Unaona necklace amevaa, hiyo ni necklace ama ni chain? Hiyo ni leash hiyo.
Like there are certain words you can even tell, like the dictionary meter in your brain. It's already depleted, like you are using half of the dictionary.
I swear.
Like, wow.
Hao ni watu waliutilize. Hiyo dictionary ilikuwa inaitwa Oxford
Dictionary.
The Oxford Dictionary. Mimi nadhani I have very basic words in my mind.
You know, with the dictionaries, I don't understand the deal with it's like if you look at the words in the dictionary, I think you only use like 10%.
You use
like,
few.
Yeah, because like
even less than 10%.
Yeah.
Even less, by the way, because I mean, guy, my God.
And it's even worse for kamusi.
Ushaifungua kamusi.
Even the first word, hey, I've never seen this.
I don't think by the squeeze. Is there any word I use that is in the like is in the kamusi?
Hey, if we are laughing at people for using the word ndiposa,
Ndiposa. our Luya people in the room,
Yeah.
Atulo and Mandil, using the words. But anyway, it's fine. So I don't know. I want to hear you guys. I mean, what do you guys think? And of course, the question that we are throwing today, and of course, we'd really want to hear your feedback as well, whoever you're joining us from. If it's YouTube, by the way, we are live on YouTube and on TikTok. You can tell us, are parents overprotecting children in the digital age? I mean, if you think about it, we are living in a digital age. And I know there are people who are saying, yes, you know, you parents, I mean, at the end of the day, this child will come and be in an organization where that's all they do. Tech, digital, tech. You know, and some parents are saying, no, this is how we're going to keep our children safe, and they're going to be filtered from all the bad things that are being spread out there in the digital space. But let me hear from you guys. You both are part of a children's organization, Mtoto News, of course. M's in the chat. Okay, sorry about that. Yeah. Would really like to hear what you guys think about this. Are parents overprotecting children in this digital age, you know, based on where we are as, you know, the universe and as the world?
Hey, that's a difficult one. It's not like a yes or no thing. But you know, in a way, you know, it's even hard to tell whether it's the parents who are doing it, because sometimes you interact. You know, there's some parents who they're even being taught how to use the internet. Like it gets to a certain point when they don't know how to use their phone. They're like, "Hey, wait, shika."
Nasikia ebu. Nitie Simon hapo nje.
Anitengenezee hii simu. Yeah.
They don't know how to navigate it. And so, you know, in a way, things like when you are starting from a position like that, it's coming from fear because they don't know what's out there.
True.
So it's like you don't want. It's just like how there was that fear of the dark. You don't want to be out by a certain time. So it's like you have to, like, I want you to be within my within like a certain confines so that I can understand, okay, what is it that you need to do in order to be safe? Because when you're out there, like you can interact with someone who's like, you can interact with someone from Australia, from US, Dagestan. Not really.
That is actually true, by the way. Big up my people from Dagestan.
But like you can interact with like anyone, and so the parent, you know, again, sometimes even as parents, they would want to have certain control over what goes on even within like the family. So they don't want you to go to a place where they can't even like navigate, because now where do they even start? Like where do you know? So I feel like they're being protective. It's just that it comes from a place of love mixed with fear, you know. Yeah, it's like a mix of the two.
Can we say it's a natural instinct to parents?
Natural. What do you mean?
To protect their kids.
To protect their kids. That's what I mean. Yeah.
Okay. I mean, I mean, it is true. It is. Obviously, it is. I mean, all parents want to keep the children safe, the best way they were taught to, and the best way they know how. But I like what you're saying. It's more of you know, love, but then, you know, it's imekuwa mixed na kafia kidogo, because I think most of our parents, if not you know, all our parents in this year and age, they were raised in a time where there wasn't, even if social media was there, it wasn't as big for them. I think it's just Facebook that was available.
But it depends on which parents.
But it depends with which parents. Me, my parent, alikuwa raised time yenye maybe viatu was ilikuwa ni show off. Unavaje viatu?
And then before there used to be this thing about Sunday best, and then you cook chapatis only on public. No, chapati ilikuwa Christmas peke yake. Christmas ndio unasimama kwa vile japo katikati unafanya unapata na aroma fulani na soda. By the soda zilikuwa zinaonekana Christmas time.
Peke yake. Once a year.
Exactly. Like unaona vitu kama kuvaa viatu hizo ni za recreational activity. That's a recreational activity. Unavaa je viatu? Ukifika shule na viatu walimu wanasema, "Hey, una show off man." Una overdo.
Tension seeker.
You know, so for them to see something like social media where your child can speak to whoever, whenever, how whatever platform, it's a bit scary for them. So I mean, kuna ako perspective, but I don't know what karaoke you think about unaona Jay's story, because I mean, we are in that stage where Personally, for me, I think in one day, I don't think I can function without my mobile device or function without being part of the social media platforms. And, parents and different countries, of course, now our my government, they're banning their children from being part of this space. And now eventually they'll be part of that space. So what do you think? Are we overprotecting our children?
Well, parents, I don't know if you're a parent.
Me. Wacha tuone.
Okay, but my thoughts on this generally, there are many parents who are actually overprotecting their children when it comes to this digital world because, as David amesema, that they are afraid. They don't understand what the internet is all about. And for me and the experience in Imekwana actually being raised by my parent, I would say it's kind of a fear that they have that when you get too much exposed, you only benefit negatively but not positively. What do I mean by this? They don't see the positivity of being in social media. They only know about the negative part about social media. And it's high time, I think, that the parents also should be told or be taught about the positivity of being in the social media.
Okay.
But I don't know whether this is something that has occurred. Have you noticed parents kind of going into TikTok nowadays?
Hey.
I don't know. It comes much naturally to them because it's more of I think there's something about how that algorithm is built. It's like it kind of knows.
It attracts
and it knows.
Yeah.
So it gives them more. It doesn't have to be even what is like mainstream in the US. Sometimes even it's like.
True.
Local.
Very, 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 very. Because I think the FYP of my mom right now is basically just filled with, parent stuff. Like I don't know how to say. I don't know how to explain parent stuff. Like you see.
Yeah,
you see the way you scroll and you see people being like, "What's up, Sha?" I mean, what's like such things.
Yeah.
Mimi nikichukua TikTok yake nianze kuscroll, nitaanza kuona mtu akiwa na glasses anatengeneza anasema, "So I think I woke up today and I saw my tap. It has mold. And if you've seen like parents things, like ukiangalia vitu zenye na watch.
I'm glad you haven't met. Like, have you ever seen those ones where it's like just maybe some clip of like gospel music or whatever is like trained, but then you expect it to be a video, but it's like a picture, and then like a crown descends from heaven on their head. They have like this is very engaging.
Yeah, very much.
And then I'm like, okay. So when you say parent stuff, I think I kind of have.
You kind of see parent stuff. Because African parent stuff is crazy because they see so wanaonanga hizo sasa.
Yeah, and then I hope you don't like when you hear you know that sometimes a trope that I hate, especially when it comes to like online stuff, is humor that is based on like overemphasizing like the humor. So it's like okay. I've had enough funke in my life.
No, it's true by the way. Like for them, you see, for me humor can just be someone speaking and being funny. For them, someone actually has to be like
it's time to laugh.
It's time to laugh. That's why they go
But the thing is
different by the
now
way.
that parents have access to that space, don't you think that in a way they are aware of like what goes on? So now they have like an increasing awareness of like maybe there are some people who hold things, or let's say sometimes there are usually issues, especially when it comes to lives. Because lives, you don't have control over what can happen. Video like you can have like moderators.
Yes. To check
then,
stuff.
like everything is happening as you speak, and so maybe they've had like a taste of what goes on. Then they're like, oh, so this is what happens. I wouldn't want my kid
to be part of that. Oh yeah, that is true. But then but if you can remember, I don't know if your parents used to do this with you guys, but me mom tulikuwa tukikaa hivi to watch news, alafu tuone kuna mtoto fulani alifanyika anything, ananiangalia alafu ananipatia that look of unaona
bombastic,
like she can me kwanza by the kama it's something that is affecting like kids my age at that point, hata naweza nichuna by the way. Hii ndio tabia mko nayo nyinyi.
it's bad because like you can't escape it.
You
like,
can't.
Like it's your parent, and then like you're just there. Like you don't even you're not even anything.
Kai. Kwanza tuone news that kids were caught using drugs somewhere.
Kwisha.
Just somewhere. And then wataje ages, and then they were like 16, 14, my age at that point. And hata nipiga kofi. Wajinga nyinyi.
Huyo rafiki yako simuoni vizuri.
Simuonangi vizuri kwa
ametoka wapi?
Like hiyo ndio point by the way wanasema na huyu rafiki yako mwenye achanangi nywele huyu.
Na anaanza kumshuku, you see.
And it's very, and you know, it's tricky with parents because you know, I feel like the younger generation, it's like people are more open to, because you're exposed to so many viewpoints, experiences, but then for them it's like whatever they were told back then,
it sticks.
That is it.
That is it,
and
man.
you can't do anything about
it. It sticks. Okay, manze, it's crazy, manze. And I'm just looking at the chat, of course, and I'm seeing a lot of people are, you know, just commenting about what we are talking about. And I'm seeing someone, this Joe Atulo is saying that mama yake ni wazile za unapoishi na watu vizuri. Unaona ile wale wa advice, they see something, but instead of blaming you, now they start advising you. Unapoishi na watu vizuri, ujue kuwa Mungu atakubariki, usimkosee mtu maishani. Oh, actually this is not even the advice one, it's what content the mom consumes. You know those types of content, those ones ile yenye una scroll
and then there's like a picture of like an ocean,
exactly, or
flying in the air,
or heaven, you know the way people like clouds, alafu hapo imeandikwa unapoishi na mtu vizuri, alafu there's that voice, alafu there's that sound.
I'm telling you, I think Johnston has done irreparable damage to the voiceover community because that's the only voice you hear.
Unapoishi na watu vizuri, ujue kuwa. Alafu akipata quote yote ina relate na wewe anakutumia.
Hey, but like that's the content. I think sometimes it's like you find, okay, though, you know, some parents might be .com.
Yeah, by the way.
Most of it, whenever you say parents content,
that's what pops into my head, by the way. Inaingia tu kwa akili tu immediately. But anyway, guys, of course, we are having a conversation about parents overprotecting their children in the digital age. And of course, we're just discussing with Kabater together with Eric Karaoke, of course, about this. And maybe that's where now we want to talk about even, we've talked about the aspect of it being banned completely from these children and for them being overprotected completely by governments and by even the parents themselves. And maybe we can talk about safe use of the digital space, because I know parents here in Kenya, they've introduced things like screen time. The kids can access their phones at this specific time. And, some of them can, even the TV these days, they say you can watch TV at this time and at this time and at this time. So maybe what is the best way of ensuring that your child is, utilizing this screen time, or, they are actually not only just in this space for just entertainment and stuff like that, but also they're learning something while they're part of this space. And of course, through that, you can even speak about the screen time itself. Is it something that parents should look at? Of course, is there like too much screen time? Is there too much being in the digital space and these social media platforms? And maybe what can parents do? Because I feel like this is of course my opinion, but I feel like maybe screen time, in as much as it's also looked down upon by their children, it does actually, it is actually good, because there's too much of something, of course, and too much of something becomes poisonous to the children. So maybe we would really like to hear from you guys what you think about screen time and that entire aspect of it. What do you think, Kabater?
Let me tell you, screen time, I think it's like a double-edged sword, because I don't know who has used. Okay, all of us have used TikTok at some point. We're using it right now. People on TikTok, we love you, man.
Big up.
So that timer, it's not something that's very strict. It's like, hey, you said you are going to be committed to do this, but you can continue.
You can
continue. You can snooze it. So if like you've snoozed like 14 times, and like it goes on and on and on.
I don't even think I've ever used my screen time option. Hata ile IG lenye nakwambia you're now in off mode or is it silent mode? Ati you can get out of Instagram and do something. I miss Jawai to me. Tunafanyanga okena narudi.
And you know that's the thing. That's how these apps are built. They're very, very addictive. And so you find that like screen time alone cannot be, the only thing that's used to, like, sometimes I think we tend to forget that it's the real life that bleeds into online rather than like the other way around. I feel like we have kind of like lost that mantle where we let the whatever's online or whatever's on the other side now dictate, okay, what are you supposed to do? And those companies, they know this and they kind of manipulate it. They want you to be there as long as possible.
For long, actually. For long, that's what they want.
That's how they get their bread.
Yeah.
So I think it just requires like a way for either parents and their children to build discipline outside those platforms. So that now when they come into those platforms, they know what they are getting into. They know how to manage their time. Because like when you find a person is staying online for a very, very significant amount of time, I feel like there's something beyond what is going on in the surface that is not being addressed.
That is not being addressed.
So like, sometimes you know how it can be like an escape, you know, it can be something like that. So it needs for parents and their children, even families all together to kind of, first of all, even build that rapport with one another. So that like there's no need to escape. Like some people say, I can't tell you this, so let me just go to the people who understand.
Yes.
But if you build that rapport, like there's not so much need of going online. And now once you build that rapport, you're like, okay, you can be online during this time, and then we set something in real life so that you can be there together. It's much easier than leaving anything. Hey, if you leave everything to government, they might. There's some people. I believe there are people who want the right thing to be done.
Yes,
but I feel like money has a very weird way of poisoning things. So it will be like whoever benefits. So it's a tricky one.
That is true. That is true. And I like how you're bringing that aspect of, just building that rapport with the children, the parents, so that it doesn't reach that point where they have to hide something from you when they are, in the digital spaces. And that's actually a really good way of actually even placing it. So, just be open with your child, just try as much as possible to communicate with them, get to understand what he does online, what interests them, and I think, you'll create a very good relationship with them. They won't even have to hide anything, at the end of the day. But what do you think, Eric?
Well, for me, something that I might suggest or say is, I think the parents should get to understand how the internet works and how to operate such devices in order to just, like you've said, create a rapport and also be an example to the children.
Really?
Children learn a lot from their parents. They see children are visual beings. Let me say that they love to see things, then learn from them. If they see the parent using the television maybe to just watch streams that are educative, you come to realize that the child grows up just watching educative films, things that benefit the child. So the parents should stand up and at least get to understand how the devices and how the internet itself works.
That's very true. Get to understand what's going on. Usione tu mtoto ameshinda
what's going on here
kwa simu unashangaa hiyo ni nini hiyo ni nini hiyo,
anakuambia nafanya mathematics,
nafanya endelea tu. Mtoto wangu anasoma sana. But anyway, so I'm just seeing a lot of conversation going on in the chat. A lot of conversation going on in the chat, manze. And we have Mandela who's saying, unajua wageni wakiwa home alafu misbehave alafu wageni waende, ile kichapo ilikuwa inabaki ukiwa hapo kwa nyumba. No, by the way, kwanza mimi my mama alikuwa anakuchuna anakuchuna kwanza ile ya kuficha ile. When you say something that you're not supposed to say, anakufanyia hivi.
Akicheka.
Hiyo time juu pia uwezi onyesha unachunwa kwa.
But But you know the thing about that, I don't know. I think I respect that in a way because I think when it happens there, you already know. The dangerous one is where
you
they
don't,
act like,
they don't alert you.
In fact, they are more friendly. They're like, hey, mzee, haya msalimiane nyumbani. Haya kwaheri. Kudu.
After amefunga mlango, ulikuwa unasema nini mbele ya wageni? You are done. Unapigwa kichapo cha umbwa. Manze. So guys, just keep putting your comments, of course, in the chat. And of course, we have Tiara, and Tiara saying, when you're laughing at your phone and then your mom is like, nani huyo? Nani huyo anafanya ucheke?
Hey, what? You just have to default to nothing.
Hey, my God. Kwani kucheka pia ni mbaya bwana?
You know, it makes it difficult because now you're walking on like now even when you laugh you have to like
unafaa ufanye hivi. Nini? Nako. No, it's true, by the way. And then there's something here that Joe ameka. Ati millennial teenagers tulikuwa tunasema tuko na homa, tunaambiwa ni juu ya kushinda kwa simu.
Wait, simu gani? Nokia zile za Snake.
Unajua hizi ni simu za kitambo, hizi za bad touch alafu na bad.
Yes.
But sasa I can
bado ziko.
Lakini sasa si hizo zilikuwa hata na 4G hizo waves. Hadi unaweka simu hapo inapata joto man. Those are not phones man.
Unaambiwa hata zima simu ipumzike.
Just for once.
Ama watch kwanza hiyo time ulikuwa unawatching zile DVD. You know you used to watch DVD.
Yeah.
Unaambiwa hata zima DVD ipumzike. Na hiyo time fridge zimangu. Fridge tu inaangalia hivi. Na mbona mimi sipumzika?
Fridge imewaka hadi chapati na kwa frisbee.
And you know, that was their way of, staying away from, telling kids to stay away from digital devices, you know? Yeah. They were like, unakuja unamwambia, mom no mwana kidole, ni juu ya kushinda kwa simu. Kazi yako ni kushinda kwa simu. Hakuna kitu ingine unafanyanga.
Kama ungekuwa unasoma kwa bidii vile unatumia hiyo simu yako.
Bas, kwanza hapo wanatumianga reference. Wanakuanga na references na kuanga ziko aligned. Unasikia, unaonanga Devi? Devi anashindanga kwa simu. Ushaona kicomplain na kidole na mu. Devi ashindangi kwa simu, anakuanga anatembea na kitabu tu. Ukikutana naye ameshika primary science, wewe kazi yako ni simu. I'm like, guy.
And you can't do anything by the way.
And then that was their way of telling us to stay away from digital devices. I'd really like to hear from, I'm seeing Tiara is part of this chat. Tiara is, I think Tiara is like 13. Tiara, I mean, tell us, Tiara is 14, if I'm not wrong. Tell us, does this still happen today? With the parents of today, because I think her parent is, of course, I think a millennial, if I'm not wrong. Yeah. So tell us what you think. Is this something that parents still do up to date and stuff like that? And of course, the chat is still going on. So guys, let's keep talking. And of course, we are... I mean, unfortunately, we've come to the end of the stream because I'm seeing it's already 5 p.m. But of course, this stream is happening every day, and for as we move on, we'd really like to hear what you guys would want us to be talking about, because this is, like I said, it's what are we calling it, Mandela? It's a test stream, yeah? It's a test stream. So we are trying, bado tuna work out the kinks. We're trying to remove things here and there. Yeah. Kama you feel like pia Mimi being here is destroying the stream, just...
no, don't say that about yourself, man. No.
Weka hapo kwa chat tuone venye itakuwa. And Tiara's responded, yes, it does. Parents still do that.
Oh, yeah.
I guess we never really change, ama?
It's hard to tell, man.
Oh my God, guy. Hey, kama bado tuko kwa generation. But I'd really like to hear your last take on this conversation, even as we wrap up the stream for today. Maybe just your general take on this discussion for today as a whole. Maybe what do you think about, children being kept away from digital devices when we are literally, staying in a world that is termed as a digital world? Maybe what do you think?
For things like this, sometimes I also feel for the children, because a lot of things that happen socially, especially in urban areas, like it happens online, and so like you miss on like a whole time, you might miss out on like a whole range of things or a whole range of experiences. So my take on this is that if such a thing is supposed to happen, although I'm not really a proponent for it, it has to be reinforced with ways to build friendships in real life. Otherwise, like, you can't grow without that aspect of friendship, because it's so hard.
Kweli.
Yeah.
Wow. Thank you so much, Kabata, for that. And you're just giving us a general view of how we should be looking at this. That's it's very profound. Karaoke.
Well, for me, what I'll say is, my take is, I think that children should be allowed to use to access the internet, because there are so many benefits of being in the internet. For instance, right now we're in the season, for those people who watch tennis, Australian Open. So it's a bad thing for those children who are in Australia and are under 16. You can't have access to a phone, so you can't watch the streams and you can't achieve your dreams.
You have to send a physical letter.
Yeah. Or maybe even buy tickets, and they are they're very expensive. So like, children need to be more exposed, and there are some laws which are supposed to be there, but let them benefit the children.
Really?
Because if you miss out, I don't think you'll be normal. So
So hard, man. Thank you so much. And even just bringing the aspect of missing out as well, because children have great potential, and I've seen some really great kids doing a lot of stuff on the internet and online. So just keeping them completely away from the digital space, I think you are basically removing a very big equation of their future, as part of when they're young. So so thank you so much, chat, for being part of this stream. If you're joining us, let me see if there's any feedback on YouTube. I've been looking at TikTok. We have a lot of feedback there, of course. But I'm seeing Finley William from YouTube is saying, hey chat. Hey chat. Hi Finley, thank you so much for joining the conversation on YouTube. And I'm seeing there's still a lot of people who are joining us also on YouTube, but a lot of conversation is going on TikTok. So thank you so much for joining and for being part of this. I'm just seeing a lot of conversation just going on. Mandila is saying, Omar atoke hapo. Mandila kwanza atoke hapo. Mandila anafanya nini nyuma? Mandila is our producer. Get out of there. Get out. Huyo kijanako fired. And then Atulo is saying, change Sophia Omar. Change Sophia Omar. Ni Kofia ama Sophia? Atulo, you don't know how to type.
He doesn't know how to type on. He has a gift of baptism.
I don't know.
He knows how to give names.
Ameka sahi amesema Kofia. All right, and then also Tiara is saying, till now ati my mom till now ati mom I'm sick. And mama yake anamwambia, it is that phone you are texting with your friends. Who's that? Leta hiyo simu. Hiyo nina kupatia. Oh my goodness. Wow, that's very interesting. And of course, I wish we had a parent. I've seen a parent here texting. Jennifer was here texting, but we would have really liked to hear her take. Maybe we can have a part of the conversation at some point. And of course, this is a test stream, like I've been mentioning, so a lot of M's in the chat. We are coming to the end of the stream, and of course, we love to hear your take on what we can talk about. So reach out through our social media platforms at Mtoto News. Get to tell us what you want us to talk about in this stream, what you want us to be doing, the activities you want us to be doing. If there's any guests you want us to have in this, just tell us basically. And of course, we want to co-create this space with you. We want to make this space that is actually for you, with you. We want to ensure that we're building something that you can tune into and actually sit down and watch. If it's the background, if it's the set, if it's whatever, tell us what you want to be changed for us to interest you. Hey manze, but thank you guys, of course, for joining today's conversation. I'm hoping we can be doing this at least probably every Friday is going to be a Kabater and an Eric thing. You never know. It's been really fun, and I'm glad today it has not been lagging on TikTok. For the past they've been really lagging. But anyway, so thank you guys for tuning in. A lot of M's in the chat, but that's going to be the